Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Wednesday. We have a really fun edition of Broadcaster Roundtable, and we're glad to have you with us. We appreciate you tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from today by dropping a little note in the comments. Good to see you, Doe from Lincoln. Carrie in the house already. You guys get the top two prizes here. Who else do we have? Rod, welcome. Good to see you here today. Donald, Joy, Jeanette. Wonderful to have you here. We appreciate you joining us. Yassine, what happened to being number one, man? You were like on the leaderboard every time. Now you're dropping. You're losing it. You're losing it. Sorry to pick on you, Yassine. I love you. You're amazing and super supportive of other broadcasters here. But I'm just giving you some grief, man, because yeah, you're losing a few steps. Conditioning, my friend. All right, Chris. Good to see you. Share, Jimmy, Rev in the house in multiple ways, as you'll see here soon. Evan, Liz, hey everyone, we appreciate you joining us. We have a variety show on screen today, a super fun group of very talented and skilled individuals. Pablo, behind the scenes, why don't we get everyone up on screen? I think it's time for Shades On for phase one. Here we go. So we have with us, above me, I guess we'll start here, the wonderful Olivia Ty, an amazing musician, singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, former American Idol contestant, general badass, and fun fact, a former student of mine, which is crazy. Olivia, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
Thank you, Professor Peter. It's been great.
So great to have you. I see you were repping Songwriting Club there. Is that what I see on your shirt?
I'm repping SWAB, songwriting at Berkeley.
Nice, nice. Yes, what a motley crew, says Alex Mahadra. I know, yes, we have a really fun crew today, indeed. Veda Ashley next door. Veda, how you doing? I'm loving your shades. I got inspired. A few others did, as you can see. Loving your glasses today.
This is on because I just overcompensated with my setup here, which then went to heck. So at the end of the day, this is the look that we're dealing with, and now everyone has the same look.
You've inspired us.
That's great.
You've inspired us.
I love inspiring and being inspired.
Well, you came to the right place, and we appreciate you being here. Yeah, loving the. So you got the ring light back there, looking super professional today.
Yes. Well, that's for my second set that erupted. Oh, hi, Dr. Dunn. I realized he has my name on his forehead.
Dr. Dunn in the house, clearly a big fan here, literally has your name on his forehead. How you doing, Professor David Dunn? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm loving your recent broadcast as well about some of the Mars rover missions, including the Ingenuity Chopper, which I hope to hear more about from you on this broadcast, but loving your science and astronomy broadcast as always.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me. I was very surprised. But, I'm going to have to take these off eventually because I really literally cannot see you right now.
Can't read comments either. But, yep.
But I had to put this up, in response to the beta I had. So
it's all good. No, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And Rev, how are you doing? Last but not least, up here on screen, the other half of the Red and Beta show. And yeah, I don't even know how to introduce you, Rev. You are all over the place, hosting amazing conversations daily and inviting new folks onto the platform and into our community. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. I am, let's say, well, first of all, if Pablo would do me a big favor and put me in full shot there for a second. Can we do that? Am I breaking format here? Is he here? No. Wait, somebody's going to do it for me. Look at that. So, my little guy's here. You want to say hi? No, he doesn't want to say hi. But as you can see, I'm in a dungeon here, right back here.
Looks that way.
And we are having a horror fest. So, because you were like, I don't know what you do, right? So I don't either. Every week I come up with something new to add. And 3 weeks ago we added the RevMac Live Pop-Up International Independent Film Festival, but that was too many words. So it's just the RevMac Live Pop-Up Film Festival every Saturday. So we're doing a horror fest, and I'm trying out different dungeons, in different places because I want to be in a dungeon for the Horror Fest. And yeah, I interview people. We just did our first premiere for the UK EU show with Doe last Friday. And tonight we have Kelly Pantaleone, who's going to is being quarantined in Australia. I mean, it's okay. She just, is trying to go back home on vacation. And then she didn't catch anything or anything. And then she was on our show on Saturday for the second edition of the Film Fest. And then she won, which was, controversial, but and a bit of but it wasn't a shocker. And yeah, so you can find me on all the time, anywhere.
That's awesome. We're glad to have you here. Great to see you. Hey, Ari Babari, thanks for joining us. Good to see you here. Michelle, I'm just going to give some shout outs and love to the comment section, everyone tuning in and joining us here. Good to see you, Ella. Hey, Rich, thanks for the high five award. Just to know, all of these awards on the HAPS account go towards new coins for new users to recycle them and give them out to the community further. So thanks for those. Good to see you, Swift. CS Murphy in the house. Awesome to see you all here today. Let's just, I guess, reset. For folks who may not be familiar with everyone here on screen, maybe we'll just do some basic intros one by one, starting with, what you do here on HAPS and how you got started live streaming. I guess I'll toss it above me here to Olivia. I'll pick on you because I introed you first as well, but take it away.
Thanks, Peter. So I started live streaming back in the blog TV days. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but I'm pretty well versed in OBS and live streaming from back in those days. I used to have this Tuesday show at 9 p.m. And then I kind of lost track of it. I was on like YouNow and live streaming on YouTube and everywhere there was live streaming. I've always been a big fan of kind of raw content that was unfiltered. So that was my thing from kind of the beginning, even from my YouTube days. Most of the videos that have over 1 million views are just unedited videos that I recorded on my webcam. So it's always been that way, and I think it's going to continue to be that way. So once I found HAPS, I was looking for a multi-streaming platform for many years, and I was very open about that, especially when I was on Periscope, and that's kind of where it all restarted again, the whole live streaming journey. And now that HAPS is here to save the day, I am on HAPS, and I started on here doing music, and I just kind of do chats, music stuff, and all the likes.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're thrilled to have you here. And you're true pro, been around to so many of these apps and been doing, all sorts of really amazing creator type stuff. I mean, what can people expect when they subscribe to you here on HAPS? You mentioned music as well as chat. What are some of, the memorable moments here on the platform so far for you?
I absolutely love having the concert kind of series where we have, say, a special event. Like we had a Veterans Day concert here that was really fun. And then whenever we do have those chats, it's always really fun to be able to interact with people live. And I am a polyglot, so I speak a lot of different languages. So it's really fun to have chats and talk to everybody and sing with everyone. And the best part is being able to collaborate with so many people at once. I mean, we've had 8 people on screen before, and it's just so fun. This is the best live streaming platform.
Oh, well, we're flattered that you think so. And yeah, great to have you here. I'm going to pass the baton. We'll continue with the ladies first theme, or I should say, Vader, you're up next. Tell us how you got started and how you found your way over to HAPS.
Well, I got started live streaming in 2016. Just sort of on a whim, downloaded the Periscope app. I forget what some celebritarian or something was using it. I went on, watched them, and then I one day I just hit start broadcast, and I happened to have like a lightsaber next to my bed at the time, and I just started
Who doesn't,
swirling it
to be fair?
around. Yeah, well, I always got one nearby within arm's reach, but I just noticed, all the people coming in with no profile pictures and being mean, and I just would swipe my lightsaber at them and say, "You're blocked," or something. I don't know. It was called a block party, essentially. And then it turned into egg slashing because the people on Periscope didn't have profile photos, called them eggs.
Yeah.
And one day I woke up and I had a bunch of followers after that stream. So I just kept going with it, and then kind of developed into like little caricatures. The Darth Vader would come out sometimes. And it really helped me during a dark period of my time. I was going through a divorce and some other really, and stuff. Yeah, let's not get into that. But it helped me just have a positive creative outlet that I was lacking at the time. And then to kind of wrap things up, because I could go forever accidentally, I also knew that I was gay. I was closeted. I was very religiously raised and, kind of in a bubble. And so it gave me an outlet to connect with people who allowed me to feel safe to have, a little bit of support to even come out, because my family, I knew that wasn't going to go well. So wound up coming out on the internet. I mean, I did do close friends and stuff first, but I did a show called Closet Confessionals on there. And that was the first time that I ever really showed like kind of like a real side of me. I think people sometimes wonder if I even am okay. Like, I mean, yes, mental health issues are there, but I am okay. I just disassociate from my serious side when I go on camera because it's an escape for me. So if I can make other people laugh, smile, I only want to spread just like happiness, suck people in, entertain them. I threw up comedian on here because yes, I am an actor too, but at the point where I'm at right now, laughter, it doesn't come easy. So I guess it's a type of manifesting, you say it like you are it. And then of course that alludes to people saying things like, "Oh, well, you do stand up?" No, I don't, because I never wanted to do that. And that's the one reason I have never pursued this route. So thank God for live streaming, thus me ending up on Haps. Someone told me about it, downloaded it, didn't use it. And then where I'm at right now, it is just like the perfect timing to start getting back into live streaming, because I did take a couple years break. So I hope that answers the question fluidly, but also as condensed as possible, because it's kind of long.
No, hey, I hate to cut people off. I love hearing people's stories in their own words and getting to a natural, closure of thoughts. But it sounds like, and this is a theme in the last couple of weeks of Broadcaster Roundtables, is that it's been kind of therapeutic for you. Is that accurate?
Extremely.
Yeah, and community oriented as well, connecting and also rallying, creating your own sort of allies and community as well. Is that also an accurate generalization?
I mean, 100%. Also, I would say that I was just creatively blocked for the last 3 years with some things I was going through. And I was so frustrated because I knew to get to the next step, to be able to even do anything, I needed to access, my right brain again. When I was just like stuck in a fight or flight mode, nothing was happening. And I knew what I needed to do to get there. And that was like make a major life change, which I did do in the last like few months. So Haps kind of, becoming what it is right now, the timing for me is almost as divine as the timing of when Periscope sort of started becoming a thing for me. It's very weird. It's like a parallel, but like 4 years later. And I am totally, I don't think that it's a coincidence, at least not for me. So it's kind of ignited that creativity in my brain again, which has allowed me to start pursuing auditions again, just in real life, because that was a daunting thought for a while. Like I just didn't even feel like I could leave the house for some time. So
right.
Thank you.
Well, Yeah, thank you for sharing, yeah, and being vulnerable on camera too.
Yeah.
I think that's something that really connects with people and does build that community. We have so many allies and supporters of you here just after sharing your story. Hope you're reading the comment section right now.
I'm going to go back and read them. I tend to black out if I'm talking about anything serious. So, yeah, I definitely will go back and read all of your comments.
Dude, yeah, do that indeed. And I will move on to Professor Dunn, who I see is wearing a California Berkeley shirt. Love that. Go Bears here. We have a little bit of a Berkeley contingent here. And I think in the comments too, Alex, by the way, good to see you here. David, tell us about how you got into live streaming originally.
One sec.
Can you hear me okay?
Sorry, I'm having some technical glitches here because the thing is not going to shut up. So, second here. Sorry.
Is Siri or Alexa butting in here?
No, it was I'm just trying to putting another screen here so I can actually read the comments without looking down too much.
Nice.
There we go. I got it now.
We can hear and see you fine.
Okay, no problems. My journey here to live streaming might be a little different because I think Olivia and Beta seem to be ones that broadcast for themselves, and I think Rev is that way too. But I'm a watcher and still probably more of a watcher supporter than anything else. So it started back with Periscope way back in the old days, I eventually just kind of looked around and didn't see anything particularly great. There's some good travel stuff. People were going across the world and traveling. That kind of piqued my interest. But it's when I actually landed on somebody on the Santa Monica Pier, playing on the Santa Monica Pier. And she seemed to be a really good performer, friendly, and really good music and stuff that she wrote. And people probably know who that is. It's Claire Means. Yep, there we go.
Claire. She's on apps as well.
Claire is on apps. It's not her primary place, but yeah, she's on apps. And she got me, watching broadcasts and on a regular basis. And of course, I got to know people because of that on the broadcast app. A lot of people that are here that are just viewers. And then then I started to actually broadcast myself, but not like for my own show. It was when I first got to visit Claire. Actually, when Claire came to visit me in Rockland at the planetarium I teach in, I broadcasted. Wow. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and to do that. And then when I visited her a few months later in Santa Monica, I did the same thing. So I'd broadcast when she was doing something. So it wouldn't be too many of my personal broadcasts. But I did start out like that. Only later on, really, that I started broadcasting sort of on my own. But I would broadcast things, for people's birthdays or whatever, and have fun with that. I did that with Clara quite a bit, where I would do some performance, dancing, very often dancing.
That's awesome.
And so forth. People seem to love that. Her last birthday on Periscope, I actually acted out one of her songs. So. My own video. So I've done that in the past here. I haven't done this with so much on Haps. I did that a little bit for my first broadcast on Haps. In fact, I think Lizzie Bear, who's here, was encouraging people to say, if we get over $20, you have to dance for us. So, and I did. She did, or they did, and I did dance for them. So, but
what's it going to take to get you to dance on this broadcast?
I might do it. I've been trying to, I'm doing my astronomy show now, and I'm trying to just do a show. But I'm certainly willing to do that because it's fun to be funny. Make people laugh. It's always kind of fun to do that. But I was trying to establish, serious stuff. But if I get guests on or whatever, if I'm on somebody else's broadcast, I'll do anything. I even sang on the karaoke show last Friday, so I'll do anything.
Nice.
So, yeah,
that's amazing.
So I'm mostly supportive, but I'm trying to do a little broadcasting here. I'm because I'm not teaching in person. There's a little bit of an empty space there, so that's why I'm broadcasting, so I actually can talk about things. So
That's awesome. Tell viewers out there who may not be familiar with you about what you broadcast on these days in particular. I love that you use a lot of the studio tools, screen sharing videos, and share a lot of your knowledge. But tell us more.
Yeah. So I just call it the Astronomy Show, and I just talk about current events and so forth. Actually, I have to say that at least partially inspired by the unfortunate vacuum we now have with the passing of Dennis Hans. People may have known him from Periscope, but he did a weekly astronomy show. He'd have a beer, and he would answer any questions until he finished his beer. And unfortunately, he died January 1st, 2020. So there wasn't that show anymore. So I was kind of inspired to do something like that, so people could come in and ask questions and so forth. So yeah, I just talk about current events and what's going on in astronomy, or I might talk about some particular topic that's just interesting that people may not know about. Like I talked about seasons and Easter and so forth. So I'm hoping to do this every week, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I can continue doing that.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. We're glad to have you here. Getting a little bit of an echo. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think it might be another mic that was on there. Rev, you're up. Tell us how you first got started in live streaming and broadcasting, and tell us a little bit about your journey. Also, the Dance Off Award has been dropped. I'm told I need to just call an audible here and time out until we get this sorted out. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, folks. But Olivia, I don't know. You're the musically inclined one up here. What should we dance off to? Maybe we can get a clip going, because it seems like we need to address the elephant in the room, which is the Dance Off Award has been dropped.
Should I pick a song?
Yeah. Why don't you DJ, and we could even do it. Yeah. In anytime the music starts, I feel like we just have to dance until the song ends. That's as the host of this show, I think I have to honor this award, because we're getting tons of requests for this in the comments. Well,
I don't dance for $5, so somebody else is going to have to do it.
Another award.
We would have to. You'd have to drop a lot more than $5.
I retired from dancing in 20.
You'd have to go in my pocket. I'm not dancing anywhere.
All right, we can also censor your screen, and I guess that's already been done here by Pablo. Here we go. Oh, you're back. Sorry.
There we go. There you go. I must have clicked on something by accident.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you all actually dancing? Oh my gosh, I was only kidding.
I think we have to. I mean,
it's from the waist up. I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Up, sure. I mean, can do, we'll see what we got.
I can go in there. I can go in there.
Wow.
I need the right music.
Is that your leg, Veda? Are you? Wow, you're.
Yeah, that's her leg.
She's pretty flexible.
I bet that Crayon song was really good, but it was really long.
I'm a professional stretching coach in real life.
You're getting some feedback. Not sure what happened, but Veda's stretching broke the audio for this broadcast. Yikes, says Haps. I know. David now is showing off his flexibility as well. Hey, I can't even get my feet up to my waist level right now. I definitely not going to be getting my feet up on screen here anytime soon. The legs broke the Haps, right? Indeed. But Olivia, I don't know if you have any song for us, and we can just.
I have it ready.
Go. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happy talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without.
This is a long song, but I think we're dominating it. Woo-hoo! Let's give a little bit of love in the comments there. Lots of love already. Man, I don't know how we got going down that road. Lots of love already. Man, I don't know how we got going down that road. I don't know how we got double audio either there, but yeah. Whew! Lots
David
of claps,
Dunn.
lots of fire. Man,
Phil Collins of drummers on live stream.
I'm out of breath, guys. I
got
need a
my
condition
workout.
for next dance off.
That's good.
My workout in for the month, so I'm good.
Woo.
I tend to
Yeah.
dance only the songs I know, so I don't know the beat well enough.
Well, Rev has an amazing voice. That I learned. So major shout out there, by the way. Incredible. So where were we before that? Yeah.
I think you were me, maybe.
I think so. And thanks for rolling with that, by the way. Super fun. That's the first time we've ever had a dance off, at least on an official Haps broadcast. So you're welcome out there. I don't know how that happened, but
Glad to know. Yeah, that the serious broadcasters like, Alex Mohader, like they don't have to dance or anything like that. You know what I mean? They just talk news and all that. That's fine. Whatever. I'm good. No, it was fun. And I wanted to go back to Alex's comment, which is why I put his name up there. But
right on.
Man, how many comments are on there? Jeez, this is why I need the little thing where I could click on their face and all their most recent comments would come up, and then I could see what Alex said. See, but I'm just asking, not a demand. So anyway, I can't find his comment, but basically, for me, getting to Haps was it was transformative, I guess. I mean, the journey, I don't know how interesting the journey was. I think I picked up live streaming, and first week or so, I got some kind of notification about this thing called Periscope, and I logged on, and every once in a while I would play something like Rap Caviar or something from Spotify over it, and then just talk, hang out with people or whatever, and just kind of have a good time. And then I didn't do anything with it for a couple of years. We used it for some protests and stuff like that, some of the work that I do as an activist and things like that. But then I didn't use it maybe 2 or 3 years. And then in November of 2018, I was just kind of fed up with politics. So I started doing this political show. And because it's politics, and because I was pretty vocally, I was just candid a lot. This just doesn't attract a lot of people to have a middle-aged, angry white guy screaming at Donald Trump. I mean, it just wasn't bringing in the audience, at all. But it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed myself. And so I did that for about 1.5 years, and I had a nice following and a good time. And then I need to get knee replacement. And the only time I could ride my bike to start to get in shape to get that knee replacement done, which, sounds odd. You got to get in shape and lose weight to get the knees replaced. But yeah, we want the knees to work after they're made out of plastic and stuff. So
that sounds important.
I took what's that?
Sounds important that they work, especially if you're going through that trouble. Yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. So you got to shed some of the weight. So for about 4 months, every evening I'd ride like 20 to 30 miles on my bike. I rode a couple thousand miles, and the cold air was coming back, and that wasn't going to work for me. So I'm like, you know what? I'll try the broadcasting again and the scoping. And I was doing it a couple, 3 nights a week for a few weeks. I mean, I was just, wasn't into it like I was before. And then they said, well, it's going away. Like, Periscope's going away. And so then I think, what is this? April? How long ago? When did they say it was going away? In January, maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe late December is when I think we first started to see, a lot of folks coming over from Periscope
RPGs?
originally. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We welcome all those coming. Yeah.
Right. So somewhere 90 days ago was my first, well, it was 108, I think I saw today, something like that was my first 108 consistent, I've been on every day or whatever, broadcast every day or something, and logged in, I guess. And I don't know, 10 weeks ago, I thought I would stick my, just put my nose to the grindstone and work a little harder. And then this thing called Clubhouse came along and sucked the living soul out of me for a few days, and then I was able to recover. Some people I don't think ever make it back, but I was able to kind of pull myself out, and I came up with an amazing networking place and started making really interesting connections on top of the interesting people that I was interviewing here on there. And I mean, we're talking right now to an Emmy award-winning musician that, keep our fingers crossed, we can get on the show, but if not her, it will be somebody else at that caliber. We're just starting to get introduced to those folks, and I've had a couple of people that were signed on here. So the next signed person, we're going to go through their folks. I want to do it the right way. So then that way, people will be like, all right, that's fine. Mm-hmm. I can go through folks that are signed. So yeah, it's just going really well, and we've got 4 shows, I think. But I'll let you ask a question, Peter, if you want, because I'm, brevity wasn't
good. No, you gave us your full arc here of your HAPS journey so far. I appreciate that. And I want to make sure you got full time after that dance off intermission there. So we appreciate you out there in the comments as well. Other folks, saying, that's resonant with them. We're excited to have everyone joining us, whatever platform you're coming from and wherever you're grabbing them from as well, and inviting into our networks here on HAPS. We're really thrilled and welcoming. So no worries on that front. And just want to also put out maybe one question to everyone here. We can open it up a little bit. But what's been your most memorable experience on HAPS so far? And then I think we'll wrap with a song. Hopefully, we already had a dance, so why not song now? Towards the end with Olivia finally. But Olivia, you cool with that? Does that still work for you?
Yeah.
All right, that would be amazing if you could grace us with that. Yes. But what have been some of the highlights so far? And we're just getting started here, really in our trajectory here as a platform. But what have you noticed, and what stands out maybe in terms of your HAPS journey? I'll just leave it open and maybe invite someone to start.
I'm going to go first because I'm going to be a good
set the table. Yeah, jump in.
Good advertising partner here, because I've had so many amazing experiences that have happened since I've been here. I mean, I could talk here for a month, but what is really the most interesting thing that has happened to me since all of this happened is I actually have Chris Angeles is like a paying sponsor of my programming. I just put this quick little promo. It'll be fast. Mr. Director, man, and I will, there it goes. It's rolling right in.
Never know when I'm dreaming. Always sure that I'm awake. Then I'm running in slow motion.
And there you go. So we have all the way through the 29th. Chris will be my advertising partner. Way beyond that, I think, too. We've come up with some really interesting things. When you're a sponsor at that level for me, you get it all. You get social media. We'll cut the commercials. We're doing everything. So that is just insanely exciting for me right now because I've got somebody else lined up after Chris, it looks like, and we're going to see if we can make this thing work.
That's super cool. Love that. Chris, also just shout out to Chris Angeles, who was on very recently, I think even last week's Broadcaster Roundtable, performed for us. Incredible talent. Yeah, really, really cool. What other things stand out so far in your HAPS journeys that are just beginning here? I'll open it up to other folks. What memories have you made already here on the app?
Do you want me to jump in? I shall.
Do it.
Okay, so the other night I joined Carrie's karaoke party that she has on Fridays, and at the end of it, I wound up on the screen, or maybe it was Rev's show. Sorry, they all sometimes blur together like the ends of the shows, but there was an end to one of the shows last week where I wound up on screen with Carrie and Lisa. It was Carrie, Lisa, and me. And the energy was just so calm. Like I had kind of been a little manic that day. And I don't know what happened once that situation happened. It was like an infectious connection that we had, I felt. And I just felt my nervous system kind of relax. And I just felt so normal, natural. Like, I don't know. For me, it was a pivotable no corrections. Pivotable turning point. Yeah. So because I always want it to feel like that, but sometimes you get caught up with the technical stuff and it kind of steals your mind, steals the creativity, steals your soul.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So that was really nice. And I really hope that happens again sometime.
For sure. That's amazing. Yeah. Shout out to Carrie for hosting that. And Olivia, you've hosted a karaoke night or two here on HAPS as well in the past, right?
Yeah, I wanted to be like an open mic night because I've always been a huge fan of open mics, despite the television shows and all the Hollywood, the glammy BS. So I've always been a huge fan of open mics, and this pandemic really took a toll on that. And I was like, man, what's the point of being in LA when I can't even go to an open mic? Like, that's so weird. So started hosting my own open mics on HAPS, and it was just so fun. It was such a great experience. I'm glad that Carrie has started hosting those too. So it's such a great experience.
Yeah, for sure. And more than one people can host on Friday night. Yeah. Just throwing it out there. Yeah.
All of
Love
us.
that. Love that energy and that talent. Anything that you'd like to add, Dr. Dunn?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the fact that you can invite people over. So thinking of what Beta was saying, actually, the last night Lisa hosted Carrie, and they were talking about various things, and first music, and then eventually mental health stuff, and that was really, really cool. Really open discussion on that. A lot of people got involved and appreciated it very much. So I thought that was really wonderful. So.
Yeah, super important topic. Absolutely. Yeah, love to see this community building and growing and supporting each other here. So much positivity in the comments as well. Yeah, really grateful to everyone for participating and saying hi. If you're just tuning in, thank you for spending part of your day with us here. You missed the dance off though if you're just joining, so be sure to catch the replay. We'll be tossing it over to Olivia in just a sec here. To wrap things up, we do need to finish in just a few minutes here for this episode of Broadcaster Roundtable. But before we get there, just a reminder to subscribe to everyone on screen and in the comments if you haven't yet. So be sure to also share this broadcast and others that you're enjoying on HAPS with your networks and invite people in. And if you're having a good experience on HAPS, by all means, please give us a review in the App Store or the Google Play Store. That would be awesome. Yeah. Great.
And hey, while Olivia's getting ready there for the song, I wanted to say I did remember what Alex was saying, which is
Oh, right.
this is a place for him that it becomes when he broadcasts, it takes him out of he was I think referencing Veda, but it kind of takes him into this space that is a, I don't know, my mother would say her happy place, you know what I mean? And that's definitely Haps and Happy Place and all these other takes on it that we can do. But the I'm the same way, being here in Mom's basement finally revealed and everything. I love being upstairs with Mom when she lets me go up there. But it
In
is
the dungeon there, yes.
Yes, it's a wonderful experience. Yeah, and if you guys have dungeons you want me to check out this week, just give me your address and I'll swing by.
Yeah, there you go. You'll never get an offer like that again here. Good deal. And you do have a nice green screen set up. We're going to have to tap your expertise as far as, how to set that up and customize and set the mood, the look. Very cool that you've been able to, elevate your game here continuously. I've noticed, Rev.
I was actually stunned at how well, because you just learn all this stuff, online. It's not like it's anything super special, but how stunned I was that how well it actually works. So, but looks like somebody's maybe ready to sing.
Yeah, let's get a mic test and see.
Am I verbing?
You're verbing.
Too verby?
It's a little verby. It feels almost a tiny bit over verby, reverby.
How about now?
Nice. Yes.
Too verby. Okay.
What are you going to play for us, Olivia? Let's get her full screen. We can take a back seat.
Okay, hold on.
I was going to do a cover, and then I realized I'm wearing a songwriting shirt. So I should probably not.
Show us your own stuff. You're such a talented songwriter, and folks may not be familiar yet. So go check it out.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I will play an original. So this song is called I Came to Slay. I haven't done the acoustic version in a while, but there is an acoustic version, so that's the beauty of the live, right? If I suck, I apologize.
They try to knock me off my throne, repeating rumors they don't know. Can catch my hustle on my flow, talking smack but they still follow. Try to knock me down to size, they criticize and falsify. They go low, then I go high. I am staying on the rise, throwing shade on me, but I ain't never cringing. The more they hate on me, the more I know I'm winning. Throwing shade on me, but I ain't never cringing. The more they hate on me, the more I know I'm winning. I came to slay. I ain't playing games, I came to slay. Get up out my way, I came to slay. Yeah. Haters gonna hate. Oh, I came to slay. I came to slay. Oh, I came to slay. I came to slay. I ain't playing games, I came to slay. Get up out my way, I came to slay. Haters gonna hate, oh, I came to slay.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That was amazing, Olivia. Thank you so much. Yeah, lots of love in the comments there. Mic drop award from Ella. Thanks for that. Lots of clapping. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your talents here. And we hope to see you back soon, everyone. We're going to have to call it a day for right now for this edition of Broadcaster Roundtable. But just want to remind everyone to subscribe to everyone on screen. Make sure you get their notifications when they do go live and share their many diverse talents and skills and knowledge here with the community. We appreciate each of you for coming on screen as well today. I just want to say, Rev, David, Veda, Olivia, just really thank you for spending part of your afternoon here with us and sharing with the community your journey so far.
Thank
Thank you, Peter.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Cheerio, everyone. Thanks for joining.